All right, guys, we're gonna work on the driver side rear here. Already loosened the lug nuts. Don't crucify me for using a non-impact socket. Just used to doing man stuff. Whatever works, make it work. What's funny is that I do have some impact sockets in the toolbox behind me. But this is what I grabbed first. So I don't know if that's just a unique Justin feature. Taking shortcuts like that, I really shouldn't. Or me being lazy. Or if that's a man feature. So, there we go. I like to take the tire off. Stick it under the rig for a just in case kind of deal. Take these dust caps off of the caliper bolts, I guess. There's no sensor on this side. It's only on one side on this vehicle, which is interesting. I wish I had a little tube or something that I could use as a breaker bar. Make this a lot easier. Let me see here. Maybe I could use a wrench without killing myself. Let's see. If I can get this to work. Yeah, that works easier. Other one's over here. The shock kind of gets in the way. Oh yeah, that was way easier. The emergency brake cable gets in the way. My little tiny flathead screwdriver. Sorry guys, kind of giving some anecdotal commentary. Hope you guys don't mind. I imagine if you're following my channel or looking at my videos, maybe you don't mind me. I don't know. Some people find me annoying or think I'm an asshole or too nice. It's kind of weird. I think I'm a conundrum or something. But you know, really, my goal in life is just to help as many people as I can, however I can. And I'm a nurse, critical care nurse by background. Now specialize in stroke nurse navigator. Help people navigate the healthcare system and their recovery and treatment modalities and things like that. Help coordinate them getting better. So I'm in a helping profession. Maybe I guess that just kind of makes me prone to wanting to help everybody. Or maybe I'm just a sucker for punishment. I don't know. But I do enjoy helping people, so hopefully you guys find my videos helpful. Maybe not the commentary. But trying to make some helpful videos. I mean, I hope this brake pad change video really helps you guys like the other one. And you know, bringing some awareness to the options that are out there. Let's check out the wear here. That's the wear. I mean, these are pretty, these aren't as bad as the other side, I think. I don't know. Yeah. But if you compare it to the new pads, it's pretty significant wear. More than half. I'd say maybe like 70% wear. Kind of tell like this. Let's see. So yeah, I mean, the wear sensor did its job. Could probably go like another maybe 1,000, 2,000 miles on this, maybe, before it'd be kind of sketched out. But then again, you got to put more pressure because you got to compress the brakes further. So this should tighten up the brakes a little bit. Changed them at 30 or 32,000, I think. Maybe it was 30, I don't recall. But that's when the brake sensor, wear sensor for the pads went off. And that's when I started researching the pads. Luckily, thanks to some people in Europe, I think, and others that have already changed the pads, some postings on the forum, crosstalk, looking up different reference numbers, I was able to find these pads. I think it's P68063 and P68062 for the front and the rears. Ordered from a website called Spare2. They actually had really good ratings, like 4.2, I think. That's why I felt okay going with them versus some of the others that were like in the 2s. Felt a little sketchy, but this looked pretty good. The cost was $26 for the rears, $28 for the front. I think it was like 56 or 58 bucks for second day DHL shipping, and then there was a $28 customs duty once it arrived, so that they could be released through customs. So it was I don't know, $136, less than 150 bucks. So that was pretty awesome of a savings compared to what the dealer wanted for the rear. They wanted $300 for just the pads. For the rear, $500 for just the pads in the front. Just the pads. That annoyed me to all end. I thought that that was price gouging. I didn't think that that was right for them to do that. I can understand, you know, Ineos kind of private labeled these pads because they're consumables so that they could help their dealers make some money off of service. You know, I'm sure the majority of the demographic that's buying these cars, at least in Southern California, is like soccer moms, you know, rich housewives of OC kind of thing. People that don't necessarily work on their cars themselves and have a lot of disposable income, or just don't want to get their hands dirty or don't know how, you know, like, I mean, a big portion of us are real off-roaders, you know, we have a fair amount of experience and we like doing this kind of stuff. I mean, I especially like it when I'm saving money. I don't know about you guys. I can use that money towards a lot of better upgrades than, you know, $1,500 to change front and rear pads. I mean, that's not even with rotors. That's insane. I just can't even begin to comprehend how huge that price difference is. Like, vast. I believe there are some folks that are stocking these now, or the factory ones, I'm not sure. I think Off-Road Gear guys in Texas might have some. My buddy Curtis, I've been talking with him from Thrustworks. He's actually working on making some nice lug nuts, forged titanium lug nuts. They're pretty bitchin', in different sizes they fit the Grenadier. But he's got a wholesale account with Brembo, and I'm just here confirming these fit. And once I do, he's going to order direct from Brembo a whole bunch of these suckers and keep them in stock for us in the States. You know, it's going to cut down on the cost and things because, what am I doing here? I can't see. It's going to cut down the cost significantly for us, because he's going to, you know, order in bulk. It's going to be available here. Shipping's going to be less, you know. Even if it did end up just being $150 front and rear, I think I'd be happy to pay for that versus $500 for the front and $300 for the rear from the dealer. That's $800 just for pads. That's insane. Even when I say it, it's just so insane. Anyways, that's my soapbox. So, this is my first time doing like a Euro brake job. I've always done like Jeeps and Fords and stuff like that. So, did not know that they have this unique caliper dealie where, I don't know if you guys can see this, but on the face of the piston, there's two little notches, little circle knobs, and apparently you've got to twist these things clockwise to recompress them. I did not know that. So I had to go out and get this tool set, Icon. It's from Harbor Freight. Don't shoot me. Harbor Freight actually makes decent stuff, you know, at affordable prices. It just works. It's fine. I probably wouldn't trust my life to one of their jacks, but I'm sure they're fine, but that's just me. But some safety mechanism things, I'm like, maybe if I'm on a budget. And I double it up. But this is this cool little tool. Comes with these different fitments for different cars, so I mean, it's kind of nice. $70. If you can find one of those discounts, you'll get it cheaper. It's neat, it kind of like magnetizes onto there. That's the size that we need. Works just very similarly to the other, I gotta wind this down, to like another caliper compressor, except this one has those notches on it so that the actual piston rotates and turns clockwise, so that it like threads back into the caliper body. So it has like some spot for a wrench here on the outside, so that if you need to get more power on there, you can. This makes it a lot easier. You just kind of, probably is easier if you use it with a wrench. I guess you could hold it with your hand. So then you just turn it, and it compresses the caliper. It's actually kind of easier than just using a C-clamp, I guess. Compresses back down. And that's basically it. I mean, if you don't mind getting dirty, spending a couple of hours, maybe an hour, I don't know, I'm doing this for recording, this is my first time, you know. I've heard that usually your first time doing things doesn't last as long. But yeah, this is my first time doing this, and it's pretty easy. So once you got that sucker compressed, should probably slap some grease on there so we don't get any rattles. Oh, there's the caliper bolt, whatever. Okay. I mean, good on Ineos making these things super easy to work on, you know. I mean, if you're experienced working on your own vehicles and stuff, or you're a mechanic or something, it's pretty straightforward. It's nothing unique or special. I mean, if you don't mind getting dirty, like, I mean, look at my hands. I was wearing gloves this time around, guys. Damn gloves ripped. Doesn't even matter. Doesn't matter what I do. Make sure I can strip these. That doesn't feel right. That ain't right. Pull this back out. Make sure we get it lined up right. Maybe it was pinching on that. I don't know. Let's see. There we go. Word of advice, if you didn't already know, if you ever feel a thread catching on something, don't force it. Could end up stripping it. That's going to be a bad day. If you don't have a tap and die set, may not be able to clean the threads out, lose some integrity of the part, may have to buy an entirely new part. It goes for anything that you're working on that has threads, bolts, nuts, things like that. Really got to make sure that things are threading in smooth, not forcing anything. That'll be a bad day. So it's one area where I try not to take shortcuts. I really shouldn't take shortcuts in anything. Let's see. See if we can apply some torque on this without having a wrench on my back. That ain't going nowhere. I don't know what the exact torque specs are for this.